Give me a second. Okay. This is an update of the whole WikiLeaks fiasco going on right now. I had to think about it first before I posted this vid. I didn't just want to turn this into some sort of channel where I just spew you guys information that otherwise you can go online or, watch television and see it yourself, but to be very down to earth and use common sense, right? This guy is no hero. Far from it. What's even more surprising to me is the fact that you haven't heard any sort of talks of if he's even going to be punished for these sorts of things. I mean, I don't know what's going on with him right now. I've yet to, check that out. So if someone else knows, please post it. But this is why he's no hero. Now, there are many pages of information. I haven't downloaded or checked it out yet, but who knows what sort of information this could have been. You got to remember something. We got spies in our country. We have terrorists in our country already. Sitting here lying and waiting for opportunities or, to go sign, to go on ahead and do something. Look at the Christmas bomber. Look at the whole Russian spies and stuff that were here, and so forth and so on. So that's pretty much still alive and doing very well. So if he leaks something and people are just able to go online and see it, who knows what sort of sensitive information these guys could have gotten a hold of to get the upper hand. So those of you who live here said, oh yeah, he's a hero, he's giving information to the people. Realize what people we actually are. We're a very diverse culture here in the States, but at the same time, we have very, very bad people here in the States. And you can't call him a hero when he put that much at risk. There's, common sense, people. Common sense. Pure logic. He is no hero. He is far from it. It was an idiot move. He didn't even release statements saying that he even wanted to be a hero. So the fact that you could look at him like that, it says a lot about your character. I believe the words were beautiful anarchy. You understand? Young guy, Army intelligence. From what I understand, he was very good at hacking. For those of you who may not know how he did it, apparently he would go into the office with a CD labeled Lady Gaga, just, some sort of musician, and, these are rewritable CDs, take information on and off. And, that's what he did. There were no sort of security measures that monitored these sort of transactions. There is now after this, but nothing is fully secure at all. These are computers and internet they were talking about. There are ways around whatever, provided you're skilled enough. But this man's no hero. Who knows who's plotting what? Information like that, it may not be valuable to you as an average citizen. Why? You have no power. You don't spend your time rubbing elbows with foreign dictators and people in power or those who manufacture weapons or have the money and means to do so. So, when you guys were all hyped up about reading it, what justice does it really do you? What can you really do with that information besides read it and talk shit to your buddies? Nothing. So should it have been for public consumption? I don't really see a point. What, for the sake of gossip? You understand? So when it's, when you really look at the meat and bones of the situation, this man was incredibly stupid. This was the United States is having, bad moment after bad moment after bad moment here. You know what I mean? There's no silver lining and a cloud, or however that saying goes. So, who knows what to make of all this now? You know, truly. I mean, that information could have contained so many different secrets, or just so many different ways around security measures, or intel on locations of specific people and dates and times where this person would be here and that person would be. I mean, you could have been looking at a major calamity for not only other countries but us also. Remember that. But I haven't heard him speaking of any sort of punishment for this guy yet. Personally, I feel like it's treason. Death penalty? I believe all life is precious, but at the same time, I do believe we can do without certain people. You know? I mean, you can't have good without bad. You understand? I mean, seems like good is born from evil anyway. Or evil is born from good. Either way, they rely on one another to be relevant. You know, you wouldn't have good without evil, or evil without good. But at the same time, we can't do without certain people within our society. Is he one of them? I would say, yeah, if you have the ability to be put in a position where you can put that much on the line for everyone, then yeah, sure. So to you people who are sitting back saying he's a hero, open your eyes. Realize what kind of dangers, this guy potentially put you in. I mean, people are trying shit all across the board and places you wouldn't have even thought of. When they said Portland or Oregon, Christmas tree bombing, it's kind of like left field. It's like, what the F, You think of stuff like that in New York and Los Angeles. I mean, places that are mentioned more on a media type of level. You would expect things like that to be done, but these guys are just like really random with it now. And like I said, the information isn't useful to you because you don't have those resources, but to somebody else, that's a gold mine. So yeah, to me that's treason on all levels. I have no sympathy for this guy. No animosity, really. And, there's no animosity just based off of the fact that we know who he is, and I'm pretty sure they, already have him and things of that nature. Right now it seems like more of just a waiting game now. So, you people can run, you can download the information and read it and gossip about it, but unless you have those resources and those sort of contacts to do things on a large enough scale like that, it's pretty much useful. It's pretty much not useful to you. So, comment, rate, subscribe. If you don't, I really don't care. As long as you took something from it, cool.